How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Chicago. We'll do our lunchtime walk here. It's kind of a misty rain, maybe 45 degrees, I don't know. It's not too bad. But we'll head out here in the mist. See, there's still some umbrellas, but I'm risking it with just a hat and an umbrella. But we'll duck inside if we need to. Generally, I'm just gonna bounce around here. It's just Friday. We'll do our usual loop walk. Maybe we'll head into Macy's. Hey, Mary Therese, how you doing? We made it to December, and thanks everybody for being on some of the lives last night. We had a good crowd there for the evening walk up there at Michigan Avenue. It was nice. We'll head across again, and yeah, we'll see if anybody else joins us. Hope you're having a good day there. And Tara, Wes, hey, the lunch bunch. We're all gathering again. Thanks. I know I've been doing a lot of YouTube lately, but hey, we're getting a slight break in the rain. I guess it feels a little cooler than, well, I couldn't tell this morning. It was raining so much, but probably low 40s, miserable, drizzly rain. But hey, we'll take it. Yeah, no rain out. Can you believe it? I know. It was raining pretty hard this morning. I did use an umbrella. Chris, thanks for being on. And yeah, it lit up a little bit. Cole, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thanks Cole and Wes and everybody. And hey, there goes the L, right on cue. I'm still looking for that Christmas train. I know some people have been posting footage. There's the Christmas train schedule. It rides around and Santa's actually on one of the cars. And then if you get on, they got all kinds of perks and stuff. So hopefully maybe sometime we'll catch the Christmas train. There's actually a schedule when what tracks and hey Sharon, how you doing? Yeah, good afternoon, the lunch bunch. Yeah, that's good. Thanks everybody. And yeah, thanks again for being on last night, a lot of you. And we had some new people, which is what we wanted, and people got to tune in and see the nice holiday lights, not only at the Lincoln Park Zoo, but Michigan Avenue looked nice and landscape. Got some good footage there on YouTube. Hey, this could be you. Look, Virgin Hotels there, yeah. Here, let's head down Wabash a little bit. And let's see what's happening on Wabash. We keep going down State Street. We already filmed State Street last night, so let's head down Wabash a little bit, see what all the honking's about there. Yeah, maybe I'll get across the other side. If we get to the inside, we won't have to cross the street further down there. But yeah, 71 people. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, we seem to peak. We seem to peak on Rush Street, and people kept coming in on Michigan Avenue. And then we peaked right around the Tesla store, which is interesting. I don't think it had anything to do with that Cybertruck. But that was nice. And I hope you had a good time playing some pinball. Having a nice Thursday evening. Look at this scaffolding. I don't know what this scaffolding's about. We're heading south on Wabash. You got some Christmas stuff there. Yeah, let's see if Macy's, Marshall Fields, let's see what it looks like on the inside. You know, I could have went through the pedway, but that section of the pedway between the Cultural Center and Macy's Marshall Fields is pretty sparse, and so we'll stay above ground if we can. Hey, there's a pallet of boxes unloading the food there. Yeah, Diana, thanks for being on. Welcome to the lunch bunch here. Yeah. And Daniel, how you doing? Happy Friday. Yeah, thanks for tuning in here. Get the camera straight here. There we go. Shaking around a little bit. But yeah, it's a gloomy Friday here. That's okay. We'll ease into the weekend. You know, I'm looking at the forecast. I don't know if this Saturday night's the night to go to Navy Pier. One of these, the next 4 Saturday nights, they're going to be shooting off fireworks at Hey, how's it going? Yeah.
Hey,
that's good. Hey, thanks.
Yeah, good stuff.
Hey, thanks for shouting out there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, see, somebody, people were saying hello. That's good. And last night was a perfect illustration how, you know, how confused I can get. Thankfully, Chris, you missed it, but other people saw it. It was no big deal. It was much to do about nothing. It just, for some reason, I was at Clark and Division there, and for some reason, a woman picked up a piece of like a metal cage. It looked like a bird cage that was like some piece of trash that was sitting on the side of the bus stop, and she threw it up into the air. I don't know if she intended to do that, but it went like it went like, how's it going? It went, how you doing? That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, he was hamming for the camera. It went like 8 feet high. It went like high enough to bounce off the top of the bus stop, and then it hit me as I was walking by, and I was confused. I was like, did someone just throw something at me? And I don't think she intended to actually like hit me, but it hit me because she threw it up into the air. And then I went back and I was like, you know, I thought she literally threw it at me, and I was like, I apologize, whatever, if I offended you in some way, you know, you threw something. And she was confused too, because, but like you could see in the video, and the other people coming the other way, they looked in the air too, and they didn't want it to hit them, and they were like, why did she throw this bird cage up into the air, and it's bouncing all around off the bus stop? But look, see, these are driving around. This is someone's paying for that free speech advertisement, driving around Chicago. It's been driving around since the conflict's been going on, and you see it driving up and down Michigan Avenue. So there's some wealthy donor paying for that message, and wasting gas. That's good. But hey, I support free speech. Hey, here's some people dressed up in some festive elf gear. And hey, how's it going? I want to head back up to Clark Street on some weekend to check out some of those holiday bars and see if people are dressed up, getting in the spirit, hanging out and elfed up, and hanging out in Santa Baby and all those nice. But here, let's head into Macy's here. Let's see if they got any decorations. Of course, you know, they're filming the holiday. We've already filmed some of the holiday displays there. So let's go inside and see what it looks like. We haven't been here since the beginning of November, and we'll see what the holiday decorations look like in Macy's here in Chicago, the former Marshall Field's flagship store here. Yeah. Truck commercial, yeah. I know. Yeah, commercials, I know, I see your comments here. Yeah, so we'll just have a nice chill walk here through the Macy's Montgomery Fields here in Chicago. They do have some nice decorations there. Yeah, you get the red carpet. Friends and family sale, look at that. And it's always so nice. I always like going into this historic atrium, the big, you can look up at all the levels all the way to the top here. And of course, you know, we did go up to the 7th level. There is a food court up there. It wasn't that busy the last time we were there, but we were able to talk to some of the people that worked up there and went into like some of those side rooms, which was nice. But hey, this will get us in the spirit here. The signs of the season here, people shopping here December 1st, 2023, huh? Yeah, go there for hours. No Macy's, yeah. I saw your comment there, Cole. That's great. Elfed up, yeah. There's a bar up on Clark Street in Wrigleyville called Elfed Up. You know, it's a pop-up bar. They changed one of those bars, just like Santa Baby. And across the street, they have all these holiday-themed bars. And there's actually TikToks. People sent me some of those TikToks. I saw them too. They have a Will Ferrell look-alike that bangs on the glass and is the buddy character from the movie that's promoting that bar, which is nice. Hey, they got the garlands hanging across here. It looks like it's getting busy. People are at the counters here. Look how nice. Look at see, we got the historic chandeliers, and then we got the nice garlands here. They always do such a great job decorating Macy's here for the holidays. And yeah, it smells nice too. Yeah, it's Friday, Dolores. Joe Ellen, how you doing? Shopping? Yeah, well, hey, how you doing? That's awesome. Yeah. See, look, It's funny, people, they say, oh no, watch out, there comes a live streamer messing up the world. We do the best we can here. We're just showing what exists in the world. But these beautiful, when we showed this before, I know sometimes people miss it. This is another Tiffany dome. We always show the Tiffany dome in the cultural center, which is a real dome. This one's more of a rotunda, but this talks about it here. This is the Tiffany dome in the former Marshall Field's, now Macy's, unveiled in 1907. World's largest example of an unbroken Tiffany Fabrial iridescent glass mosaic. 6,000 square feet, 1.6 million square pieces of glass. Under the direct supervision of Mr. Tiffany from New York. And so let's film it this way. We're looking straight up the former Marshall Fields here. This is the Tiffany Dome in the historic Marshall Fields, now Macy's. You can view it when you're on the first level, and you can actually go up. Maybe we can get closer to that thing. You know, and there's the clock here, and you can view this. Look how nice this is. And it's like mother of pearl blue. You know, isn't that nice here? Let me get back a little bit here so we can view it from the other side here. Let me get up. Let me make sure I'm not backing into anybody here. But here, we'll do a nice pan up here. So hey, look at this beautiful world's largest Tiffany dome. And I know the cultural center says they have the largest tip, but I think it's a different type of dome, so it's all technicalities. Yeah, it looks like a fancy ballroom. I mean, you know, and that's what, you know, the original, you know, scions of industry and business here in Chicago in the 1800s, they would visit Europe and they would see the palaces, and that's why they would build their houses and their retail establishments to be. This was supposed to be a palace for shopping. That's what Marshall Fields wanted, and that's what to attract women of means to be able to come downtown. And it was a big thing for them to feel safe enough to come downtown in the hustle and bustle. You can imagine how stinky and rough and tumble the original Chicago was. Muddy streets. You had your dress went down to the, you know, I'm talking about the old 1800s, you know, how people traditionally dressed. And for people to come down here and shop, it was you know, and for 100 years, this was the place, you know, and it still is, you know, it's still, I'm glad it's still here in some form. It's scaled down a little bit. Same, we lost Carson Prairie Scott. And here, let's head back this way. We'll go back to the fountain there in the back. We can head over to Block 37. We can easily go down through the pedway and head over to Block 37, see if they got decorations there. They got the fountain back here. We've shown this fountain before. I think they moved it. They did some renovations. There used to be a bigger atrium with the Christmas tree, the official tree. Maybe I should go up to the Walnut Room while we're here and see if they got the tree up there. Let's go back here to see. Yeah, well, you can always. Yeah, the mannequins. We'll see if the mannequins dance. Hey, they got the. Hey, Barbie stuff, Disney stuff. Look at all the candy here. Look here. And get your Frango candy here. They got all the tins, the biscuits, the cashews, peppermint bark. This peppermint bark's really popular. Mixed nuts. Oh, Macy's here, Chicago. See? Hey, making money go to Macy's. That's good. I should make them pay me royalties. Here, get the Moose Munch. Yeah, get the Moose Munch. M&Ms, and you get a whole bucket of Moose Munch. Yeah, that's always good. There's Santa Land. Let's see what this calendar's saying here. November. We're already past. Here's the fountain here. They you know, they moved this fountain, I think, but it's historic too. Macy's Santa Land. Okay. Here's the fountain here. It's so nice here inside Macy's. And there's an historic marker. It talks about this thing too. 3 coins in a fountain. The Burnham Fountain, 1904. Original plans for State Street. Yeah. Daniel Burnham called for a fountain. Shoppers meeting place. Somewhere along the way, the pounds were like 87. The architecture firm researched and create this fountain to match Burnham's original idea for the fountain here, and that's what they got this. So this is not truly an old fountain, but it looks like it, and it's kind of a restoration here. Look how they got the halls, and yeah, it's a nice looking fountain here. Hey, they got some more chocolates over here. Let's see what we got. More Frango. Got the promoting the Frango chocolates here, which is nice. And there you can go down to the lower level, and we're gonna have to do that to get to the pedway here. Yeah, you got shoes, and there's a bunch of Chicago sports clothing. You can come here and get all your Blackhawks, Bulls, Bears gear, Sox, Cubs. They're competing with here. They're not competing. It's Sugar Store that we passed actually has a little small shop here, and they got the giant Sour Patch and Nerds and all the gummy worms and everything. How you doing? That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we always go by the Sugar on Michigan Avenue. That's great. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, yeah, it's looking nice. Yeah. 100% customer service. Yeah, give the lady what she wants. That was the motto. And customer service, innovated things like, you know, you could return your merchandise if you weren't satisfied. All these innovations that Marshall Fields did, you know, the customers always service. But we can either cross the street at Great or go down through the subway. If I can easily find the... see how crowded it's getting here. Am I still streaming okay? Yeah, good. Yeah, Toys R Us. I think they got a Toys R Us area here. And this is what I'm looking for. See, we're on the first level. We'll go down. We'll go straight down. We'll cross the red carpet here. And we'll go down to the lower level. Hopefully my connection will hold up. I'm just going to walk. If I drop out, I'm just going through the red line subway Walnut Room. I don't want to... Last time I went up there, when I went up the escalators and stuff, I lost my connection. So we'll see if we can maintain it when we go down across to, maybe we'll hit it on the way back at 12:18 in the PM here. Yeah, I'm losing my connection down here. I was afraid this was going to happen. Maybe we'll get it back here. If you just joined, we're down in the pedway here where the red line. You can connect to the red line. That's where we just left. That goes to Macy's and heads towards the Cultural Center. We're going to walk right into Block 37, and we'll check out some of the levels here, see if they got any holiday decorations. Gale's side. Isn't that amazing? So here, let's head up these escalators, and hopefully my signal will improve. There, share the holiday magic. There, you have a Coke. Look, there's the elevator. You're taking... So... Again, if you just joined, we're in Chicago, we're in Block 37. They got this atrium. And for years, this was a vacant lot, if people remember. They used to have, like, the Holiday Village here when this was an empty lot briefly. It was like the expansion of the Daily Plaza. But then they built this several years ago, maybe 15 years ago. And, yeah, they got some Christmas trees down there. You can see all the digital signs here. Let's check out some of the stores here. We're in Block 37, Akira, Candle Time. Oh, Candle Time, yeah. It's back. Good. We're back. Yeah, thanks for tuning in here. Thanks for being on, everybody. And Sephora's everywhere. Zara. You see how I don't even have to go outside. Here's the... There's actually five levels for the Block 37 here, and the top is a movie theater, and then below that there's a food court. They call it Latinicity, I think. A bunch of Latin themed restaurants, all kinds of cuisine. See, right across here, we're right across from the Nederlander, the Blick, and all that stuff we always film when we walk down Randolph. I don't even have to go outside. We're in Block 37 here, Shops on State. So let's stay indoors since it's gloomy and wet and dreary outside, and we'll just check out these urban malls here. Yeah, the Senate fire extinguishers. 8 floors. That's amazing. Frederick's, yeah. I mean, and you know, the original Macy's had more than 8 floors or 7 floors at least. And yeah, Frederick's in Seattle. There's, of course, all those great stores. And how's it going? How you doing? All those great stores in New York. And yeah, you just got a few Christmas trees. I don't see a big giant Christmas display besides this thing. Yeah, we'll see if they become popular again. It's now it's like malls are not what they used to be, especially these urban malls, you know. And you know, I think even the suburban malls are hurting, you know. It's just so many people shop online. Amazon reported record Cyber Monday, you know, and that just cuts into all this, you know. And we'll see if it comes back, if it becomes. And now, you know, these places almost, you know, it seemed like it was more busy at Sears Tower than it was here. You know, remember when we went to that nice atrium there at Sears Tower? I want to see. Let's go up to the Latinicity. I want to see if that food court. I want to see if anybody's still using that. So I think that's on the 3rd or 4th level here. Let's keep heading up here. And there's a movie theater at the top. I don't even hardly go to movie theaters anymore either. You know, I did go to see Napoleon with my father over Thanksgiving, which was nice. But that's the last, you know, I've only probably seen 1 or 2 movies in a movie theater this entire year. And it's usually with family over the holidays, you know. Yeah, some malls you have to pay to park, and that's why I always show the transit. And I know not, you have to pay to use the transit too, but it's cheaper than the parking, and then you have to risk it on the transit. I know some people don't want to do that. But where's this Latinicity? I might have to look at the let's look at the directory here. Let's look at the directory and see if it's still here. Restaurants, specialty, 300. We're at the 300 level. 420. Let's see what the 400. Royal Bee Sephora. So yeah, I think all this used to be the Latinicity. Let's see where we're at here. 300. Farmer's Fridge. Pedway Market. Yeah, I don't even think it's here anymore. So I shouldn't even talk about the Latinicity, because even though they got the sign on the outside, it used to be right up there. There's the AMC right there. And so we'll start heading back down. Yeah, we'll go back down here. Let's get out of here, because I think we've seen everything we could see in here for now. Yeah, it's like we're in the 80s. We're in an 80s mall movie. Remember, like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, all the cultural thing that happened through the malls. You know, Valley Girl, they'd always hang out at the mall, and that was it was L.A. It was a big part of popular culture back then, and now it's all gone. It's all gone. Nothing lasts. Everything's on our phones, in our heads. Eyes on the screen. And even me filming this is a part of it too. But there's Zara. See, so many of the things you see on Michigan Avenue, they also got shops here, you know. And it's interesting that they got, it's like things repeat. Commando had a scene that looked like this mall too. Yeah, it probably did. Let's see what time we got. We got 12:26. Hey, let's head back. We're almost over to the Christkindlmarket. So, you know, let's see if anybody's even at the Christkindlmarket. And I know I'm doing the same stuff I always do, but I was just happy I was able to do a lunch live at all today because of the weather. Yeah, we'll head out right here. We'll get out of this place and we'll head over to Kris Kringle. See if anybody's inside those lodges there, and see if it's raining. There you can see that facade there of the Netherlander. See how large that building is. Yeah, it's still kind of drizzly. And always something new. Yeah. Blues Brothers, yeah. when they wrecked that mall, yeah, that was a real mall on the southwest side, and then they drove all the cars through it and wrecked it. Yeah, that was great. It begins with that guy in the Toys R Us. He's like, you got the Miss Piggy, and then the car breaks through. breaks through, and the police start chasing around the mall. That was, so many classic destruction scenes. We destroyed our malls and all the police cars, and yeah. Oh, we're back at Dearborn. It seems like, yeah, we're walking in circles here. There's the Goodman. Yeah, the Netherlander's looking nice. There, let's cross the street. We got the light. So there's still some umbrellas. It's still kind of drizzly. It's not really stopped. It's kind of misting. It's kind of a mist. Yeah, the rain. That's why I filmed this morning on TikTok. And thanks for being on that. If you saw it, I caught that bus because it was raining and just walked down Michigan Avenue with the umbrella. It's just nice to see the lights reflected in the water. And same with the theaters and stuff. It makes for interesting filming. Daily Plaza. There's the forecast. Look at all that green. Well, it's moving out. The blue's staying north of us, so I guess we're going to stay out of the wintry mix there. There, 43 degrees. So it's 43 degrees. Can you see that? They're doing the weather there on Channel 2. 38 degrees tonight. This is Chicago weather forecast. 44 degrees tomorrow. And here, I'm trying to get the weather here. Let's zoom in here. Let's get the 5-day here if we can get it. If he's going to show it. There we go. Look at that. 40s, low 40s throughout the entire 7-day forecast there. That's the 7-day forecast in Chicago for the first week of November. So, yeah, not a bad start to winter. I still would much prefer snow if we're going to have the holiday lights than rain, but it's still not bitterly cold, which we should be thankful for that. So there, we'll head right into the Daily Plaza once again, and I'll make a beeline this time. I'll go right towards the Gluten Wine Beer Hall here. We'll see if anybody's in there getting their drink on. It smells great every time you come in here. We're at the Christkindlmarket here at Daily Plaza. It just smells wonderful, and it's hard sometimes to get across the lines. It's really thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for helping out. The lines back up, and that's why it gets congested, because the lines impede the travel of the people trying to get from one side to the other. But look at all, yeah, hey, glass ornaments, glass road. Yeah, people got some Santa hats on. Yeah, you can just go right at these tables here. We'll go in the beer hall here to get out of the mist here for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, be careful what I wish for. I know. I'm just filling the, just talking smack. Hey, here we're inside the beer hall here at the Kris Kringle. It's not too crowded. There. She's got get the cups of the gluten wine beer, hot spiced wine. Bitter burger. Not too shabby. It's a good place to get warmed up. We'll go back out here. 12:31. Where else can we go around here? I wonder if they got anything going on. Let's see, am I still streaming? Okay, good. Roasted nuts. Let's check out this festival tent. There's a real long festival tent that's off to the side here. And this becomes a bottleneck. I remember being trapped in here, but yeah, they got this. Again, we're at the Christkindlmarket, and there's an extra tent here that you can go in. Let's check it out here. See what's shaking. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. 40%. Yeah, let's see what they got here. They got cash only. They got imported German beer and wine, gluten wine. They got yeah. How's it going? German beers. That's good. How you doing? Then you can go back here to the back here. So I mean, it's these are tables you can sit here. This is nice. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice market. Thanks for checking it out here, and that's why I'm giving as much airtime as I can to it. You know, we've been here multiple times. Thank you. Hey, you can stand over there, and you see how popular it is. Every time we come here, it's crowded. Every time of the day, middle of the day, in the evening, you know, whenever it's open. And hey, get your stuffed gourmet pretzels. That's why they bring it back every year. Yeah, they got plenty of tables. Like, yeah, you just drink your beer right there. Got ATMs in the little protected. Schnitzel, potato pancake, crepe meatloaf, fries, pulled pork goulash burger, hot cocoa. Yeah, the smells and sights of the holiday season. Hey, thanks everybody for Lunch Bunch for checking this out. I love these cuckoo clocks. Yeah, we always talk about it. People are like, where are the cuckoo clocks? Here they are. Black Forest clocks. Look at these beautiful ornaments. Spaceships. Oh, it's going to be packed. Yeah, it's going to be above freezing as long as the rain holds off. And so, you know, it'll be a game time decision if I go to Navy Pier. One of these Saturdays, whenever the weather cooperates, we'll go back on YouTube Saturday night. And if you miss it, you can watch the rerun. We'll try to do the fireworks at Navy Pier and see we went out there during the day. You know, I want to see that stuff lit up at night. They got all kinds of Christmas decorations. And there's a bunch of booths that are closer in on Navy Pier that we didn't even get to yesterday when we rode a bike out there. So we'll get back out there, but we'll see what the rain does and how I feel tomorrow. Because usually when I get in weekends and get relaxed, then I got to get motivated to get out walking again. On weekdays when I'm at work, it's easy because then it gets me out of the office. So thanks for getting me out of the office at lunchtime here to take a nice little lunchtime walk. So I really wanted to film the ice skating rink last night, but they had it in the evenings. They start the security and they fence it off. So let's head back. We'll do the circle like we did last night. We'll head back to Millennium Park and see if we can film some of the ice skating. I don't know if anybody's gonna be ice skating when it's raining like this, but and then the other thing that happens is they're always clearing people off the ice to smooth out the ice at lunchtime, so then we don't get people ice skating, which is what I want to film. But here's Channel 2 News. Fire displaces more 100 people in West Chicago. That's bad news. Sorry to hear that. But here's Dearborn looking north, Dearborn looking south of my mission. Any questions? Denise, how you doing? May, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, that's great. Am I missing everybody else? Sorrowful Hawk, thanks for tuning in. Merc, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Did he say Freebird? Do I look like Leonard Skinner? Maybe he thinks I look like Leonard Skinner. He goes Freebird. I think that's what he said. I'll have to go back and maybe I'm wrong. I wasn't paying attention. He made a nice. He said hello and yelled something. We'll see what he said in the rerun there. It's great. I like when people interact, and usually people are pretty jovial. They understand what I'm doing. They see the gimbal. That's an interesting Christmas display. This is Morningstar Investments, so they got their sculpture on the wall lit up in red and green. There's the food hall. I'm going to try to film this food hall. I'm not going to go too far into it because if I go too far into it, I lose my connection. This is another urban space food court on Washington Street. I think it's the same one that's in the Sears Tower. And we'll just come in the front here. I'll stay really near the windows. And they got a little Christmas tree display here. But here's this. And I've seen it busier. It's a Friday, so not a lot of people are working downtown today, but they got this nice food court right here on Washington. And we walked through, there's another one down towards the Marquette building that we film sometimes too, where you walk through that. Bell, how you doing? Michael Anderson. Oh yeah, we saw the Bob Newhart statue. That's why they had the couch there. Yeah, because Bob Newhart was a psychiatrist on his original show. Usually it would begin, he would answer the telephone, and that was the whole shtick, you know. And Bob Newhart, yeah. And you know, it's funny how we mentioned the Elfed Up with Buddy. Remember in the Elf movie with Will Ferrell. Bob Newhart was his dad. Remember, Bob Newhart plays the dad in the Elf movie? Yeah, and then he plays Will Ferrell, Elf, Buddy the Elf's dad, and does such a great job. Hey, there's the Muddy Waters Merle. We'll cross. We almost witnessed a traffic accident right there. Yeah, maybe they'll get in a fight. There's State Street looking north. The drummers are out. Yeah, the bucket guys, and there's State Street looking south. Yeah. So here we'll head straight towards the official Christmas tree. We're just walking in circles. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. What was Bob Newhart's secretary name? I remember that. They played well off each other. I don't remember all the old names there. There's the L going by. Look at it. Scenes of the City. Her name was Carol. That's good. Thanks for helping out there. Mrs. Crabapple. Oh, she was also the voice of Mrs. Crabapple on The Simpsons. Oh, that's nice to know. Oh, that she was the teacher, right? Was that Bart's teacher? That's awesome. Yeah. I'll look into that. Look at this alley. But hey, if you just joined, we're in Chicago. We're in the Loop. We're just doing a same walk we always do here. Thanks for tuning in. We're just seeing it during the daytime, a little different because it's wet. So here's the Museum of Illusions. So someday I'll see if they let me film in here. You can buy tickets right there. This might be something interesting to do in the wintertime. We'll check out the Museum of Illusions. And I think they got some interactive displays. And some people said they did it. It's pretty nice. I don't know what the prices are, so I'll look into it. If I do it, I want to use the full hour, so we'll make a beeline over here and see if I can run through the whole thing in an hour. And you get the Museum of Illusions right here. And here comes the L in Chicago. There's the pink line. Look at that. We're still looking for that Christmas train. Yeah, it's like a church bell. Here we'll watch the traffic come down underneath Wabash here. Loop of Chicago. At the bike path. We'll head over towards the Christmas tree. We'll see if anybody's ice skating. Marcia Karen Wallace. Thanks, Mary Therese. Thanks for the good info. Thanks for looking that up. So yeah, we were talking about Bob Newhart's secretary there on the original Bob Newhart show. She did such a great job. And here, we'll wait to cross the street here. There, we got the light. So there's looking south on Wabash underneath. Yeah, we'll get down. Someone asked me if I ever went to Miller's Pub. I used to go to Miller's Pub all the time. And we walk by there. It's by the camera store further south, a few blocks south on Wabash. And that's an interesting place. I bet they got that decorated really nice for Christmas. But since it's already 12:41, we'll just head over to Millennium Park and spend the balance of our time there. See if we can see if hopefully they don't have anybody cleared off the ice. We'll see once we get there. And we'll see if it's still blocked off, or we can easily just walk into Millennium Park without going through security. I don't know. It looks like they still got fencing set up. So I just got to figure out how to get around the fencing here. We're underneath the scaffolding here. Oh, the Surgical Museum. Yeah, there's the Surgical Museum. It's in the Gold Coast. It's just south of North Avenue at Inner Lakeshore Drive there. And yeah, maybe we'll do the Surgical Museum sometime. Yeah, they got some creepy stuff there. I know. It's like a torture chamber. The old surgical tools that they had to use. I always feel sorry for the people that had to submit themselves to that. Here, we'll run to get across Michigan Avenue because I don't want to miss this light. We got 30 seconds to get across here. Yeah, the Zamboni. So we'll get the Zamboni. We'll get some footage of the Zamboni smoothing down the ice here. This will be interesting. So look, we were here last night and they had the gates closed and they were forcing people to go through security because they don't want any strange incidents, flash mobs to be congregating around the bean, you know, especially when it's under construction. And so here, we'll see if we can get some footage of the Zamboni. Here's the, of course, we were here last night too. Here's the beautiful official Christmas tree of Chicago. And yeah, the hologram museum. You're right, there's a hologram museum. So there's the Museum of Illusions. There used to be a hologram museum. I don't know if that's what they still call it or not. But here, let's get the Zamboni here. Here's the Zamboni smoothing out the ice. And they do this on the Maggie Daily ice skating ribbon as well. Maybe this guy will wave to us. How you doing? That's great. Yeah. There's the Zamboni. Expertly driven there. Just like an ice skate, or just like a hockey rink. Oh yeah, you see the old downtown of Chicago, especially in those opening clips when they opening scenes there where he walks across the bridge. He gets on those old trains, those old trains where the windows opened. You know, I think that's when they still called it the Ravenswood line instead of the Brown line or the Red line to take you north there. There, if you just joined, we're in Chicago. We're at the ice skating rink here at Millennium Park, and they got the Zamboni out. They usually get this thing out at noon, and they smooth out the ice, and then they let people back on for ice skating. So I just want to get the Zamboni coming by for one last, get that last little, it's like mowing the grass. The Terror Museum, it closed. Yeah, I'll look into that. Yeah, nothing lasts. It goes back to what we always talk about. You know, everything runs its course. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, look at that. Live by the retro. That's good. Yeah, they have to put up the fencing. Yeah, you're right, because there's the Palestinian protests and other protests. Yeah, I know. It's we're living in interesting times once again here. But here's the bean, so that's where we're at here. There's the Great Bean of Chicago behind the, you might zoomed out all the way here. There we go. Yeah, the holiday spirit. All this rain puts us in the holiday spirit, right? But hopefully they'll let people start ice skating here pretty soon. You know? Yeah, I think, look, so the Zamboni's coming out. The Zamboni's coming out underneath the bean there. And we'll see how long it takes before they let people back to ice skate here as it goes back into its home right there. There goes the Zamboni into its garage. Look at that. Yeah. Denise, thanks for tuning in. Belle. Yeah. Have an event in the park. Heart of the park here, yeah. There it is. There, look, it's dumping all the water and ice. Look at that. There's the Zamboni dumping all the water. How often do you see a Zamboni do that, you know? When it clears off the top layer of ice and it becomes slush. Yeah, you see there's a little extra slush they got to clear off. So, scenes of the city at work here. Just, they do this every day to smooth out the ice here. And so, maybe we can come back in a few minutes and there'll be people ice skating ready. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the tree here at Millennium Park. They just cleaned off the ice there with the Zamboni, and so as Millennium Park becomes a continued symbol of Chicago, just like Buckingham Fountain and the water tower and the bean that they're restoring right there. Let's see if anything's happening up here. And yeah, people still got their umbrellas out. It's a kind of a rainy, dreary day. At least it's not raining as hard as it was this morning and overnight. Yes, people taking photos. Yeah, taking some photos there in front of the tree. Look at that. Cheeseburgers, yeah. How's it going? It's awesome. There's the bean. There's the great bean of Chicago. Yeah, we're trying to get it done before the snow comes. Here's your chance. Here's your chance. Looks like we got a whole week. It's going to be barely above freezing. And it'll be damp, but hey, that's not too bad way to start December. But of course, we're all looking for snow. That's why I was lucky that night we went to Wrigley Field. There was real snow in the air because it was so cold, but it didn't amount to anything. And now we're back to the sloppy rain. Hey, lived in Chicago, born and raised until 94. That's great. Thanks for tuning in to Scenes of the City. That's why we do this, so you can tune in, see what's happening with the bean and the construction, and we'll keep you updated as this thing progresses. Hopefully they'll get it open by springtime. I don't know. It's got it looks like duct tape. I know some people said the bean's wearing a diaper, but they're doing it to protect the bottom as they reinstall the pavers or the concrete underneath it. And I guess they had to redo it. There's a few tables even out here. I don't know if anybody sits out here. I doubt it. But here, let's go. We'll get you another nice scene of the Christmas tree as we head down the steps here. There's the Smurfit Stone building. If I can lean up the camera there we go. You see how we got low cloud cover, so the top of all the tallest buildings are obscured by clouds. You can see the top of the Aon and even the Prudential. We got about 500-foot cloud cover. Even the Blue Cross Blue Shields, you can't see the top of it. All the skyscrapers escape into the clouds. I moved to Indiana. See, we traded. I moved from Indiana to Chicago, and you moved from Chicago to Indiana. So that happens, you know. So we the balance. We stayed in the Midwest, and it's raining there too. That's good. Yeah, look at the L going by there. Look at the L behind the Christmas tree. Isn't that nice? Scenes of the City here. Yeah, welcome to Chicago. Isn't that nice? Yeah. And yeah, people taking photos. Look at that. That's great. Yeah. There's the bean. Yeah, positive, negatives, everything. Yeah, I'm sure you don't miss the winters. You know, if I could retire someplace warm too, my ideal is to have a place for the winter, be a snowbird, and be able to be in Chicago or somewhere up here the spring, summer, fall. That's the goal. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Hey, oh, it's good. Thank you. Thanks for saying hello. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. People saying hello. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Appreciate all the positive feedback and friends and neighbors that live in this city saying hello. We try to showcase this beautiful city despite all its warts and problems. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, they're hey, they're dancing over there. So we'll just follow these people with the umbrellas and film the Christmas tree here. There we go. I don't want to be famous. Yeah. Everything that can be monetized will be monetized. Everybody's like, you must be rich. No, that's not why we're doing this. You know, it's just somebody's got to do Chicago, and I'm glad City Walking Girl had a great TikTok where she showed all her shoes. You know, all the different shoes that she walked, and all the different, like walking on the beach and the sidewalks and the different cobblestones and different textures. And I was really creative. I really like that City Walking Girl made that montage of all her shoes. And I said, you have a much better shoe collection than I do. I wear the same grubby shoes, you know, because I walk through the mud in the park and everything. And she had such a nice stylish montage of all her shoes walking around the city. I thought that was a really good idea. But yeah, you see that, Michael Anderson? That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, so I made a nice little comment there, and so yeah. So thanks for everybody supporting City Walking Girl, and we'll see if anybody, Vic Cohen and everybody else. And I'm always amazed of how many New York live streamers. It seems like there's always like 10 or 12 New York live streamers live streaming at once, competing with Dan and Marty and Kenny. And there's another guy that has like 300 or 400,000 followers. I need to commit his name to memory. It's a pretty easy name. But we need more people doing Chicago. It can't just be me. There's got to be some other people besides me and City Walking Girl and Vic Cohen. I know Nate used to do it. He's the guy that drives a taxi. But hey, ran off of Michigan. We'll head back to work. I'll try to get across. Let's film that Christmas tree in the 500 North Michigan, or the 150 North Michigan building, which is the Smurfit Stone. We'll catch that there. Yeah, have a great afternoon, Dolores, Diana, and Denise, and appreciate it. Yeah, follow Vic Cohen. He's been doing it longer than I have. I remember watching him before I even had 1,000 followers on my original account, and I was like, man, this guy, somebody's walking around Chicago, and it was Vic Cohen. He went over, that was last winter, Christmas time. He was live streaming then. And let's see if we get the light here. People are already crossing. There's the Cultural Center. Michigan Avenue. It's kind of a dreary, wet day here. Let's go check out this Christmas tree. Yeah, and I'm sure you could talk to any of those New York live streamers. They know. Anytime they go to Radio City Music Hall or Times Square, they get major numbers. People tune in. They get over 1,000 people watching, and they get tired of going there too. I have friends that live in New York City. They never go to Times Square. They avoid Times Square because they're like, that's just for tourists. But the live streamers know if they go there, if I go there from out of town, I'm sure over 1,000 people would tune in to watch a Chicagoan walk around Times Square. And it has such an international recognition. And, you know, that's why I always appreciate, and Chris, you know, we all try to say where people tuning in from, because Chicago, we just don't have as much of an international draw, but we're trying to help that perception that this is also another place. It's not just Las Vegas and New York, and there's other cities that people can visit internationally, you know, and we got some cool stuff too. You guys know it, but yeah, these things that we can do in the wintertime when the weather's crappy. Latina history, Chicago, that's good. Latina history, Chicago history. That's why I always say too, Native American history is American history too. It's all combined. African American history is American history too. European immigrant ancestry or heritage history is American history too. It's all together, you know. We gotta emphasize the stuff that connects us and not what divides us. And I'm trying to help out too, not be just so anti everything. I gotta focus on the positive. Here's the American Writers Museum that we were just talking about. It's right across from where I work, which is convenient. So we'll so check the weather. I'm not making any guarantees, but if we can get a window, if they're going to do fireworks, we'll either do one of these Saturdays. We'll do fireworks at Navy Pier on YouTube, and hopefully you'll get the notifications. Thanks for but I don't want to commit to it, because once you lock yourself into a time, just like when, you know, poor City Walking Girl, she was going to do the zoo lights, and then she got food poisoning, which was horrible, you know. And then, you know, then you gotta you know, and you know, I'll see how something might come up on Saturday where I can't make it, so I don't want to commit to it. But we'll one of these Saturdays we'll do the Navy Pier fireworks and boo all those lights. That's why I want to do that reconnaissance, and maybe we'll see old Bob Newhart at night out there at the tip of Navy Pier. Yeah, the news is bad. I know the news always puts me in a bad mood. Isn't it so funny? They always add that positive story at the end because they know people get depressed watching the news, so they have some inspirational story at the end. But if it bleeds, it leads, especially in this city and other cities. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll get you across Michigan Avenue. We'll wrap this up. Thanks to the Lunch Bunch. Thanks for being on today. And yeah, if you missed it, check out. We did the Michigan Avenue lights last night, and we did Lincoln Park Zoo. Thanks for everybody that tuned in for that. And I always forget, you know, I showed my face before, but I forgot we got so many new people that followed us on TikTok. Many people have never seen the video, the minute-long video where I show my face. And so I did another one, and that was the first time many people saw my face. And so I guess every month I got to do one video, and then people pay attention to whatever I say because they're like, who is this guy? I recognize the voice, but who's this old guy? This old, like, red-haired, Leonard Skinner-looking guy. That's what the guy called me today. But hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. If we'll see what the rain does tonight. If it's raining, I won't be on TikTok. But if it's not raining, we'll try TikTok tonight, and then we'll ease into the weekend. I'll take a lot of breaks this weekend, and hope everybody enjoys it. So yeah, have a great day, everybody. Talk to you later. Yeah, talk to you later. Thanks a lot. All right.